Hello everyone, Manufa Collectibles here with yet another Hot Toys unboxing and review video. And today we're taking a look at the one and only Spider-Man Deluxe version 1 quarter scale from the movie Spider-Man Homecoming. Guys, a huge shout out to Day One Collectibles for sending me this figure, and if you want to get this one or any other Day One releases, make sure you check them out and use the code MOHC so you can save 5% store-wide. So don't forget to use the code. Also, if you are new to the channel and you want to check out the latest Hot Toys releases, boxing videos, figure previews, and now comparison videos, make sure you hit the subscribe button and bell notification icon so you don't miss anything. Alright guys, enough with the talking, we came here to see this figure, so without further ado, let's get started. Alright guys, and here we have the packaging, and yes, it is huge. We have a Spider-Man picture in the front. Underneath we have the 1 quarter scale logo there with the Hot Toys QS015. This is the bottom of the box, the Spider-Man Deluxe version Homecoming. Now let me see if I can turn this. This is the side of the box with a very nice red and blue and yellow pattern there. As you can see, a very huge box. So now let me show you the back of the box, and as you can see, we have all the crescent warning small pieces. Do not eat it. So moving down, you can see more information. Now this box is heavy. It comes with a lot of accessories, which I'm going to show you later in the video, so stay tuned for that. This is the other side of the box, similar to the other side, nothing new. Now this is the front, and I'm going to show you the top if I can get the right orientation, because it is heavy. And as you can see here, we have a Spider-Man from Homecoming, and that's basically it. So now let me open this up and take a better look at the figure and the accessories, which it comes with 3 trays. I'm not going to show you all the trays, but I'm going to show you all the accessories, because trust me, this figure comes with a lot of accessories. A lot, and probably gonna need 5 videos to talk about this. I'm just kidding, it is long, so stay tuned for that. Now this is the cover here, Spider-Man Deluxe version. Really nice touch. I like the foam. So let me open this up and see how you see the figure in the packaging. And here we have Spider-Man, and don't let the few accessories in the front fool you. It comes with a lot. We have Spider-Man here, we have Peter Parker or Tom Holland's head sculpt, which looked very nice as well. The bunch of hands. Underneath we have the whole thing, dioramas and a bunch of other accessories. Alright, so now let's take a closer look at the accessories. Alright guys, and here we have all the accessories, and as I said to you before, it is a lot. We're gonna start with the base, as you can see here. Now this base, you can convert it into 5 different options. So I'm gonna show you all the options that you can get with this base, but I have to tell you, I really like the detail on this one. You can see some mechanical pieces in the front, the bolster in the middle. You can see this base here, which you can remove this and attach another piece, so it will make the diorama look even bigger. And don't worry, I'm gonna show you later in the video how to put everything on and how you can make the different diorama bases. Now this is the side of the base, and as you can see, we have an on and off switch here on the side. So it has 2 options. This option here, the light blinks pretty much on the side and in the back as well, especially the helmet, which it is a nice touch. And then the option number 1, it will be more like a regular light up feature, so it will stay like that. So it does look nice. I really like this light up effect. As you can see, very nice paint application and weathering as well in the front. And that's basically it. Let me turn this off so I don't run out of batteries. Now let me show you the other side. You can see the wings as well, with a very nice paint application on the side. Now this is the back with a lot of things going on here. And as you can see here, you can connect the power also if you want, so that will keep this diorama on for a longer period of time. Obviously, this is the other side. You can move this piece up and down, which it comes detached, so you put it together. So make sure you read the instructions. And now moving on to the bottom of the base, this is the batteries compartment. You need 3 AAA batteries, so make sure you have them handy, because this one doesn't include the batteries. Don't ask me why. That's basically it for this set, and don't worry, I'm gonna show you later all the different options you have with this humongous, beautiful display or diorama base. Now this is the wings, and as you can see, you have the engine there. Very nice paint application as well. I kind of like how this looks overall. Very nice weathering as well on the side, and you can see some golden patterns there. Now this piece also, you can attach it. It came separate, so you need to put it together, more like a Lego piece. Actually, it's not a Lego, but you know what I mean. You need to put it together. Now this is the side, and really good attention to detail. I think Hot Toys did a really good job with this diorama, which to me, this is the selling point of this set for sure. Now this is the platform that you can connect as well on the base. You can do it in 2 different ways, maybe 3, and that's basically it. You can see the paint application on the top. This is the bottom where you can connect it to the base, so that's a huge thing. That's why it comes separate, so you can, depending on your space, you can put this together, right? If you want to have the full thing set up, which is very big, you're gonna need a lot of space. Now this is the other piece that comes with this set. This is where you can connect the 2 platforms together, so you put that in the display base and put the platform that I just showed you on top, which, don't worry, you're gonna see everything in just a minute. Now taking a look at this Tom Holland head sculpt, which in my opinion, it does look very nice. I really like the paint application, especially that glossy effect on the eyes. I think Hot Toys did a really good job. Really nice paint application on the skin. You can see the detail on the sculpted hair with a very nice, kind of like a light brownish color. Very nicely done. Now this is the profile, this is the top. You can see the sculpted hair like that, and of course the bottom where you can connect the head sculpt with the neck. So I'll show you how that looks with the Spider-Man, so don't worry. Now moving on to the next accessory, we have the backpack. Very nicely done as well. It's kind of like maybe like a beige, light beige color. We have the zippers here, which is functional, so you can actually open it if you want, and you have some foam inside just to give it the illusion that you have a lot of things inside the backpack. This is the back, and you can see a very nice black color. I think Hot Toys did a really good job with this. Even the pockets are functional. As you can see, you can put stuff in it if you want. And that's basically it for the backpack. Now moving on to the next accessory, we have the spider webs. And I'm not going to show you in detail because it is very similar to the previous Spider-Man figures, regardless of the scale. Pretty much the same thing. As you can see, we have a few of those here in this foam here. Now moving on to the next accessory, we have the other piece of the wing, which you can attach with the big piece in the back, and that will give you the effect of a bigger wing. And that's, I think, the selling point. As I said before, when you put all these pieces together, it will basically bring your Spider-Man to life. Really like it. Very nice paint application. You can see the weathering there, some scratches here and there as well. This is the other side. As you can see there, very nice black or grayish color. You can see there. Just be very careful because those pieces are plastic, so you don't want to break it. So just be very careful, especially when you put everything together. Just be very careful. And again, I'm gonna sound like a broken record. Make sure you read the instructions. All right, so moving on to the next piece, we have this spider here, and I kind of like this red and black paint application with the silver as well. And you can see there you have this translucent vase, which does look very nice. And that's basically it for this accessory. Now moving on to the next one, we have the other spider web, and as you can see, very similar. Maybe this one have more detail because it is a bigger scale, so they can add more details here and there. Now then we have this hologram here that you can connect on Spider-Man's arm or hand, if you will. So it does look very nice as well. Kind of translucent. It will give you the impression that he's basically looking at some maybe the city or whatever. And if you guys still watching, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, because liking this video helps a lot. And of course, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future Hot Toys releases. Alright guys, moving on to the next piece. This one here, you can put in the spider in the middle of the chest, so you can take it out and put that on. Then we have this other accessory. Also, you can put it on Spider-Man's hand, and it will give you the illusion that he's looking at different, I guess, applications, or I don't know, just accessing the system, whatever. Then you have the phone, and as you can see, very nicely done as well. pretty much sculpted black, no paint whatsoever, but I guess the glass or the translucent piece in the front makes the illusion that you have the screen, you know, with Spider-Man's or Peter Parker's friend. Now then we have a bunch of interchangeable eyes. These are magnetic, so it's going to be very easy to put on and off, but it comes with 4 different styles. We have the angry, the almost eyes closed, and then the wide open. So it does look nice, and as I said before, this is magnetic, so if I turn this on, you have the magnet there, so it will be easy to put on Spider-Man, not a big deal. Then we have these little wings right here, very flimsy, very delicate material, so again, be very careful when you handle this. It comes with those little magnets on the side, so it should be easy to put on Spider-Man. And that's basically it for this. Now then we have a bunch of hands, so let me show you. Very nicely sculpted. This is plastic, and looks to me that it was molded in a red plastic color with the black, you know, web shooter, which looks to me that it was painted. But the feeling, it does look very nice for a 1/4 scale. Obviously bigger scale, so you have more chances of adding more detail. And of course the mask, where, you know, that you can't put on Spidey, but you know, you can actually expand it if you want. Looking very nice. All right guys, so now taking a closer look at the different size, or the different bases rather. This is the base as you'll see it before. You know, you just connect the wing on the side and a couple of mechanical pieces in the front and on the sides, and that's it. Now this is option B, if you will. And as you can see, the base looks very nice. You have some stuff going on the sides, as well as the top and the wing. You can see that this option is pretty much good if you want to keep your Spider-Man standing. Now for the next option, option C, you can see that we add more stuff to the base, especially on the top. So let me show you there. You can see some mechanical pieces that you can actually take from one place to put it on the other one, and then you have the wing facing the other way in the back. This one also looks very nice. I guess it's more like a type of wall, if you will, but I guess it's your preference. Now for the next one, option D, as you can see here, we're gonna add another accessory or another part of this huge diorama base, and as you can see, we have the Vulture's wing, and this one adds height to this base. By all means, if you have the space, you can display it like this, or maybe just take it out and have it shorter. Your preference, your figure, you can do whatever you want, but I have to tell you, I really like this option here. And last but not least, we have the best option of all, to me, option E. And this one here is basically all in. All the pieces, all the wings, everything together, it will make this base stand out for sure. You have the platform here on the top. Now you can place Spider-Man on the top if you want, either standing or sitting, personal preference. Then you have the wings, which remains pretty much the same position, but it does look fantastic. I think this is the ultimate diorama base, which I personally like the most. As you can see, the details is pretty much out of this world. I really like it. And that's basically it for all the 5 different bases. Now taking a closer look at the figure itself, and here we have Spider-Man, and I have to tell you guys, the suits, the color with the red and blue are beautiful. Really like the look. Now let's see how tall this figure actually is. So my tape is telling me that this figure is about 17.25 inches tall. So pretty decent height for a 1/4 scale figure. Now taking a closer look at the figure itself, you can see all the details of this beautiful suit. One thing I noticed right at the bat is the eyes are a bit bigger. I don't know if it's me, but I think it does look a bit bigger, but I like it. This is the side of the head sculpt. You can see at the back as well with a very nice stitching there. Actually, you cannot see it unless you put it up closer. This is the other side, looking nice. And of course the front. Now one thing I wanted to mention, guys, is the stitches. As you can see here on the top of the head, you can see the stitches going all the way to the back, which it does look good, I guess, because it is a bigger scale. But moving down to the suit, you can see the fabric and a lot of things going on here. You can see the shoulders and the material, very soft material. And the only thing is that if you leave this figure in extreme poses, the suit might get damaged. But don't worry, we're gonna go over the articulation sections and see all the, the pressure points. Now, taking a look at the other side of the figure, you can see here the arm, very nicely done as well with this black pattern. You can see the web shooter there, the hands obviously, and the pants, very similar material as the previous Spider-Man figures. So really, just be careful when you pose this baby. Now moving down to the boots, nicely done as well, with a very vibrant red. Really like the color here. You can see the feet on here, and this is the bottom where you can see the Marvel logo there. Now this is the other side, looking very nice as well. This is the back of the figure. You can see the details on the boots as well, and of course all the patterns on the pants of Spider-Man. You can see the belt with the red color rather, the back really nice spider logo as well. And that's basically it for this figure. Now let's do some articulation, shall we? For the head, you can move it up this much, down this much, to the sides this much. It's a bone joint, so you can move it anywhere you want. It has ratchet joints, which is a huge plus in my opinion. You can lift the arm about this much, forward for about this much, and of course backwards for about this much. You can feel the ratchet joints, so that's a huge addition to this figure. Now you can swivel the bicep and of course bend the elbow for about this much. I will definitely not recommend to leave this bended like this because it might damage the suit over time. Classic peg articulation on the hand. Now for the torso, we have some, let me see, some swivel here, and of course some up crunch. Really not bad in my opinion. Now for the legs, you can do a split. Again, ratchet joints, a huge plus, and I know Easy is gonna love this, but just be very careful to leave a long period of time wide open. Now you have some swivel on the thighs, and of course you can lift the leg for about this much. Not bad. And you can do it backwards for about this much, and again be very careful with the creases here on the joints. Okay, and then last but not least, we can bend the knee for about this much, and as you can see, more creases happening here. And of course, last but not least, we have the ankle pivot, which are also ratcheted, and I really like this feature. You can move it up and down to the sides, and of course the classic toe articulation. And that's basically it for the articulation on this Spider-Man figure. Alright guys, so now I'm gonna show you Peter Parker's head sculpt on Spider-Man, and I have to tell you, this head sculpt looks beautiful. I really like how it looks, especially if you put it on like this. I heard a lot of people talking about this head sculpt that doesn't look like Peter Parker. Honestly, it does look like Peter Parker. I mean, it was really nicely done, especially the paint application and the texture. Altogether, I have to give it a thumbs up for this for sure. And this is gonna take me to my final thoughts about this figure. Guys, I'm so excited I was able to pick this up and have it in my collection. And starting with the likeness, I think this is definitely one of the best Tom Hollands I've seen so far. The head sculpt is beautifully done, very nice paint application, really like the skin color and the overall look when you put it on the Spider-Man body. Now this figure is the deluxe set, so it comes with a lot of accessories, and to me the huge plus of this set is the display base or the diorama base. You can pretty much do 5 different looks for just one, and I think that's a huge plus, especially if you want to pose your figure in different dynamic poses. Great touch by all means. Now the articulation is also pretty good, and I was very impressed. For this to be a 1/4 scale, sometimes the articulation might be limited, but I'm very surprised. I mean, you can do pretty much anything with this figure. However, you need to be very careful when you do dynamic poses because of the material of the suit. You don't want to leave it in crazy poses for a longer period of time because you might damage the suit, and that's something that definitely you don't want to do. And because of that, my final score is 9 out of 10. And if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Guys, I just made it to 4,000 subscribers, so thank you so much for your support. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and my Facebook group 6Scale Media for anything related 1/6 figures. Both links in the description below. And if you have some time, check out these 2 cool videos. And as always, be well and see you around in the next video.